Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another NBA 2K13 micro gameplay with Denny Tice. Today we are going against the Miami Heat. Of course, this is the team Denny Tice faced in the finals last year, but only Denny Tice, not his Sacramento King teammates, well besides Robin Lopez. But here you see in the middle of the third quarter, it's a pretty close game, and then all of a sudden, this stupid glitch happens. It happened to me once before, like, I think my rookie season, I was on the Lakers, this happened, but look at this. Like, they give me this stupid view, and there's nothing I can do about it. I can't change the camera. If I call a timeout, nothing happens. I'm just stuck in this view for the rest of the game, and if you try to call a timeout and simulate it, they'll just sim to the end of the game. So, I just took off my Xbox after this. I just paused the game, pressed the power button, and redid the game, which is frustrating, because I don't want to redo games at the moment. But, here we go, take two. Yo, what is up everybody, and welcome back to another NBA 2K13 micro gameplay with Denny Tice. And today we're going against the Miami Heat again. This time, we're going to make sure we don't get glitched out, and we're going to try to finish this game. And you saw last time it was a pretty close game, and Denny Tice was actually shooting 100% in the game. He was like 7 for 7 or something like that, so a really good shooting game went to waste there because of that glitch. And you see LeBron James starting off, Dwyane Wade starting off. Those two didn't waste any time getting their stuff together for this game. Now here's Denny run the fast break, and look at this. Like, how is that like, come on, man. My passing rating is like the highest it could possibly be. How come that's a turnover? Come on, 2K. Though that's one of the rare times that actually happens. So, I mean, whatever. Not everybody's perfect, right? And look at, like, Chuck Hayes getting that and one there. Chuck Hayes is like an offensive liability, and he got an and one. He usually barely even makes his layups. And speaking of offensive liabilities, so is Tyreke Evans. He only knocks down his mid-range jumpers whenever he feels like it, and he doesn't take threes at all. So it's kind of annoying when you play with Tyreke. And when you play with Tyreke and Chuck Hayes on the same floor, it's like 3-on-5 sometimes. And then when you put Popov on the floor, it's even worse. So whenever Chuck Hayes comes in the game, I just run a bunch of pick and rolls with Chuck Hayes, because he's pretty good at setting picks, and that's the only thing he's good at. So he just sticks with doing that. He doesn't stick with doing offense. So you saw me do it just now, and early on I got my offense going. I already got 10 points here. And then they started double teaming me, so I kick it to Thornton. Thornton knocks down the 3. Whenever they double team, I try to make them double team off of Thornton, because I know Thornton's the one guy with the quick trigger on this team, and definitely not Tyreke, but usually I don't get to choose who they double team off of, and a lot of times they double team off of Tyreke. But when they double team off of Thornton, that's basically making a mistake, and we make them pay until we force them to double team Tyreke. We make them pay with Thornton and force them to find Tyreke, and then Tyreke usually screws up the spacing. So, I mean, I don't like playing with Tyreke, but he makes a lot of our games close, because he's no Iguodala. If Iggy was there, Iggy would be making buckets, you know what I mean? Iggy would be making buckets, and a lot of these close games we get into might not be that close, but I gotta stick with feeding Tyreke, alright? That's the one thing I learned early on in the season. Look at Wade take it all the way. I gotta keep feeding Tyreke. If they're gonna double team off him, I can't give up on him, because he's still the second best rated player on our team, even though he doesn't play like it half the times he actually is the second best player on our team. So I gotta keep feeding him and hope for the best. There, look at this, saved, and of course they get it. I mean, why not? And look at LeBron James. No one is catching LeBron in the open floor. I'm surprised Tyreke didn't get called for the foul. They're trying to jump up in LeBron's face, which obviously did not work. And here I kick it to Popov in the fast break, and Popov draws the foul. And you see the Heat from last year, they added Sean Marion to their team. So if they weren't beasting up with the big 3, now they have Sean Marion on their team. So, like, you know, and then like Mario Chalmers is still a damn glitch, so it's hard to play against Chalmers. So the Heat are just like unbeatable this year, it seems like. Even though they're only like the 3rd seed in the East this year, I mean, Sean Marion adds a lot of great defensive features, and he was kind of bothering Tyreke, along with Tyreke bothering himself. Tyreke either had LeBron or Marion guarding him. That's pretty bad. And this is a pretty lame-ass turnover. I was just trying to force something into the third quarter, and that goes as a turnover in the books, which sucks. So now we go into the fourth quarter, and look at this shooting percentage. We only missed 1 shot in the entire second half, or the third quarter, I should say. And we're still down by 6. And a good part of that was because when I went on the bench earlier, all of a sudden the lead went to like 13 points when I went on the bench. And now we're just closing it up. We're slowly closing it up. And now it's only a 2-point game. It's taken us all game to close this thing up. But now we have an opportunity to tie the game on the break. So who am I looking at? I'm looking at Popov. And then Popov makes a nice feed to T-Rob, who finishes it in the paint. And it's a tie game in the fourth quarter. And then coach takes me out and it's back to a 1-point game, which isn't really that big of a deal. But, I mean, Here we go. It's fourth quarter time. It's winning time. Who could come up clutch right now? And we all know Denny Tice is ready for any moment, and he's making buckets here. The mid-range shot, which is falling all night against the Heat. And here they leave a drive to the paint, and Tice barely beats the buzzer, gets the layup, gives the Heat, or gives the Kings back the lead until Chalmers knocks down this three. I got stuck on bosh. I was trying to move away. I just couldn't. But we make them pay right back by hitting Thornton, who knocks down the three right there. Give us back that 1-point lead we deserve. And here I hit Tyreek, and then Tyreek, for every good thing Tyreek does, he'll do something really, really stupid. And that's what he did. And, you know, that's just what you do with Tyreek. And look at LeBron all the way. He had Hall on him. That's a mismatch, and LeBron took advantage. And now they're double teaming off of Tyreek, but they leave the paint wide open. And they leave the paint open. I'd rather go to the paint than go to Tyreek. And look at LeBron James trying to take over in the fourth quarter. 30 points for King James. He's got a lot of the Heat's points, and a lot of the other points are belonging to Dwyane Wade. And look at Denny Tice. Double team off of Tyreek, but just enough space in the paint for me to slither my way in there. And now D Wade started to take over. Like, it didn't matter what kind of defense Thornton was playing. D Wade was like, I'm taking over in this game. And this is a key sequence in the game. We bring a hardcore double team with LeBron James. You see Sean Marion getting involved. Tip pass goes to Tyreek, who goes in the paint. And one for Tyreek. And that's why you got to keep feeding Tyreek, because when he makes plays, baby. And unfortunately here, Chalmers gets in the paint. I kind of fell asleep on that one and gave Chalmers a layup, back to a tie game. Now minute 30 so left, and here goes Denny Tice into the paint, attacking Marion. Doesn't care, draws the contact, and still makes it. And now we've only missed 3 shots in the entire second half. But we're only up by 2 on the Heat. The Heat are playing a really good game as well. Look at D Wade all the way to the rim, slamming it down. Tie game again. Well, I don't even know what Thornton was trying to do. Gotta sag off Wade. You can't play him that close. But here we go. We pass it up to T-Rob. T-Rob leaks out, and T-Rob gives us back the lead just like that in a blink of an eye. But look at Wade dancing on Thornton, left, right, doing everything to try to send a double team, but it doesn't matter. Wade still knocks down the shot, and now tie ball game. A minute left. Everybody likes this moment, right? What happened? We pass out in this situation to Thornton, who knocks down the 3. Denny Tice is unselfish. In the clutch, it doesn't matter if he's making the buckets or someone else. We'll take it, man. And look at D Wade missing the scoop layup there. He got the up and under, just couldn't get the bucket to fall down. And here we're trying to make it a 2-possession game with a few seconds left in the game. Kick it out to Thornton. Thornton can't do anything. Thornton back to Tice, trying to beat the buzzer. Kick it out to Tyreek. Tyreek! Tyreek didn't move away from the 3-point line. He would have had a more open shot, but Tyreek ran away. Now 14.2 seconds left. We'll see what happens. It's going to be D Wade, baby. It's going to be D Wade, but D Wade just ran out of fuel at the end of this game. He was carrying the Heat for a good 2 minutes, but in the last minute, D Wade just ran out of fuel. And why did LeBron not step up in the end? Nobody knows. LeBron didn't even call for the ball at the end. He just let D Wade do it all. But that'll do it for this game, kid. This is an insurmountable lead. Even though Sean Marion somehow gets this bucket to make it a 3-point game, they're not going to play the foul game and all that. They're not even trying. They're just running away. They've given up. And that'll do it for this game. We're able to defeat LeBron James, Dwyane Wade, and the Miami Heat. So, hope you guys liked the video. Subscribe for more Denny Tice and NBA 2K13 and all that. Bunch of close games going on. And I'll catch you guys next time.